tee it up. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He leaves it with his back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now first and 10 from the 42. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now it's first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. UConn going back to work on offense. The Huskies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. UConn will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He takes it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Urlacher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for it.
Punt is in the air. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Finds his man. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Okay, ready? So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Lasso! Lasso!
Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down.
42 Spider! 42 Spider!
Looking for room, it's Shaw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Okay.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
On the double.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
That's that's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Okay, ready?
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
This offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Oh, a lot of space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On the ground with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't load the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll pitch it. Fights off the defender. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Is incomplete. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn!
UConn, number 17. Catch and score.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Got it behind the line. It's Urlacher. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On the double.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. Got to make that catch.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Smith. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Yankee blue. Here we go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Just keeps swinging it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UConn going back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
UConn, 16.
From inside the 10, here he comes. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll go to the ground.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack,